I'm starting to get really like I'm getting pulled out. And I was trying to fight it a little bit because I felt like there was a spirit with me, but I think I'm just gonna let whatever happens here. Roseflower might be getting initiated into the Team Weird readings. We'll see what happens. My head is getting pulled back like I'm trying to connect with something specific. I do feel like there's still a male presence, but he's like here, and there's something else that's like out there that's trying to connect. I don't know if I can do two at the same time, so I don't know who's gonna win this one here. I kind of feel like the male presence is trying to assist me in what's going on with this connection from something else. I don't know. Let's give it some more time. Okay. Hold on a second. Let's try the putting my head on the back of the chair here. Because I really do feel like something's trying to guide me in the right direction, but it's just not happening. All right, let me try to connect with this fella again, because when I was doing that, things were happening. And I tried to connect with whatever this other energy is, but I have lost it. Okay. Rose, I feel like this might be a guide for you. He doesn't seem like he doesn't seem like a relative. But he was a person at one point, a living person. Okay, now I'm on the right track. The head tingles have returned. Okay. All right. I'm gonna since he's I think he's a guide. I'm gonna ask for a name, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and ask for a message. I really do feel like he was trying to facilitate another kind of energy coming through, but I just don't know if it's gonna happen this evening. Oh no, now it's doing it again. I was hearing a J kind of name as the guide's name. I keep hearing the name John, but it could be something similar to that, or I feel like it's definitely a J. I'm like, I feel like I'm like totally getting connected into something, but then like nothing's coming through. It's just this crazy energy. So what does this mean? The divine? Divine. It's like the energy of the source. It's just like the energy of all, everything. So why does he want me to experience this for your reading? I think it has to do with exactly what you said earlier. you were talking about how you felt like you were sensitive. And I kind of almost felt like you kind of felt like it was to your detriment. That you feel like sometimes it's not necessarily like you realize that it's a good thing, but sometimes you feel like it isn't a good thing. Because I feel like sometimes it causes you pain and frustration. So, your guide is here this evening to bring forward this amazing energy to remind you that because you are sensitive and open, that you can access this. You can you can release your pain and frustrations into it, and in return ask for healing and love and positive energies that will help you instead of hindering. That goes for everyone. We are able to connect with Source, and when we do, we can release things into it that no longer serve us, and it will receive them without any negative consequences. And we can ask for what we need in return without guilt or shame. We just ask, and we shall receive. All you must do is ask. I'm really getting out there, guys. I think I'm just gonna let what comes through come through for a little while, because I'm like floating away. And clearly something wants to tell some important information. Remember, you are love. Remember, you are light. There are so many things out there to try to scare you and frighten you and worry you and stress you. You have to say no, no, no. I shall not let this affect me. I shall not. Because remember, where you are in this time and space is merely an illusion. And the majority things are happening around you in the earth are not of as great a consequence as you think. This moment, merely one moment, and a vastness you cannot even imagine. So don't let these things, don't let them bring you down into some frequency and vibration that is too low. You don't need to be there. You can always, always, always rise above. You can always rise above. You can stay above. No reason to come down into the dirt, the low frequencies and the low energies. You are greater than this. You're much greater than this. All of you. Remember, pick yourself up. Dust yourself off. And raise your vibrations. You can all do it. You can all do it. And you can do it together. And the more you do it, and the more you do it together, wow. The things that you can change. Thoughts can be things. And you can change it in any way that you wish. But you can't be in the dirt when that happens. No, no. You must raise up. You must raise up. I'm going to start letting her come back now, for I feel like she's been gone too far, too long. I just want you all to remember how loved you are. You are love, that you are light. And to the little beasties that keep trying to sabotage, just keep on trying. Oh, they're so much more powerful than you are, little beasties. I'm going to leave you all now in light and love. Remember, keep yourselves up, up, up. You can come back now. Okay, give me a second. I think that was like by far the farthest away that I've ever gone. So if you haven't ever been here before and you have no idea what the hell is happening, I'm medium Jenny Lee, and I've been doing trance mediumship for I don't know how long now. 7 months, something like that. And usually I'm just doing regular old medium stuff, you know, connecting to loved ones on the other side. But it seems like the more and more that I do this, the more things are wanting to come through in a different way. And I'm starting to really get out there in a trance that is I don't know how to explain it. That one was really freaking weird, because okay, so I'm gonna explain to you how it feels as I gradually get myself back in place here. What it feels like is I feel like I'm a balloon floating way, way, way far away, but I'm tethered to my body. Like if you could picture a balloon with a really, really, really long string, and it's tied to me, like I'm a post of some sort. And that tether keeps me from like completely just floating away somewhere else. And a lot of times before, when I was doing trance stuff, I wasn't comfortable enough getting away from my body. So I was just kind of like to the side or like to the back. But the more that I'm doing it, the further away I'm getting. But I'm still cognizant of what is happening. Like what I'm saying. Pretty much. But it's really starting to like flow. Like sometimes before I would have to like start the words, you know, like I said, I think I said that last time. Like sometimes I have to start the word that they want to say, and then it'll start flowing. But that one was crazy because like you saw how long it took, right? It took me forever to get there, but then once it was there, it was just like a streaming. Now I don't know who that person was, but it felt very I don't know. It felt very, I don't know what the right word is. I mean, the only thing I can say is like divine. It seemed very divine. Like it was like coming from, almost like it was coming from source itself. But I don't know what the hell. That reading was supposed to be for Rose, or Rose Flower. And and I felt like, so Rose, I felt like there was a male that came through originally who wanted to help bring this message from somewhere else, and he was like trying to guide me through the process of getting to that connection to whatever just happened. And I see that you say that your father-in-law was a sensitive person and he came through once with a message for your husband. It very well could be that that's who that was, but he also works in a guide sort of position. So your father-in-law might be the person who's guiding, but he was definitely a guide. And then we had some frickin' divinely channeled, I don't know what that was, messages. Now that wasn't the Divine Mother. I could tell that it was something different. And it wasn't an alien either, because we had one of those last week. This was something completely different. I don't know what it was. It wasn't even like an angel, because I've seen those before. This was like, I don't know what this was. But Rose Flower, I'm so excited that it came through for your reading. And I mean, I just am. And I hope that the messages that came through specifically for you were helpful because it was your reading. But clearly, whoever it was talking to everybody also, trying to remind us all what's really going on. So now I'm going to go through and read the chat because I feel like I'm finally back to myself. Okay. What Jenny is saying right now works because that's what I've been doing. I've been changing my life right now like you can't imagine. I was hoping for it. I was so afraid we were messing up everyone up here with our negative stuff. You think I was being kidnapped? Yes, I was. But I'm always tethered to my body, apparently. Um, Literally the talk I was having with myself this morning. That's why we're all here. Thank you so much for your beautiful message and giving our Jenny back. Oh, thanks, Keisha. Little beasties. Who are the little beasties? That was powerful. Good, Rose. I'm glad that you think that it was powerful. I hope that you got something out of it. Even farther than when the Divine Mother? Yes. No, not depleting my energy. It just takes a little while for my spirit to like feel comfortable in my body again, I guess. Or yeah, the occasional archangel. See, this didn't even feel like an angel. I don't even know. Yeah, it took me about 10 minutes to get into the trance. Typical medium streams. Oh, goodness. Got super excited when you said it was Source. I felt like I was in the frickin', like, in the everything. This one seemed to have a stronger connection with you than the Divine Mother so far. I agree. But I think, Keisha, it might be because I'm just getting better at it. You know, I've had more practice. Divinely hijacked. You're hoping for a name? Like they're gonna tell us a name. The one I remember said wanted to remain a mystery. Yeah, that was the alien guy last week. Said that they wanted it to keep it a mystery. Yeah, we had an alien last week. They were helpful. Okay, yes, they were helpful. Good, Rose. Let's see. They literally said it was time for you to come back and laughed because you'd been gone too far and too long. Yes. Yes. I felt like I was. How does Angel's energy feel? They're very, so far, whenever an angel comes through, they start out very quiet. And it's like they want you to know for sure that that's who they are. They really like to show off their wings. And I'm not kidding. Because I feel like they want you to know that's who I am. And they're just very, I don't know how to explain it. There's like a beauty to them. And they want you to see it and experience it. And not in like a bad pompous like jerky way. It's just like you have to bask in their glory for a little bit of time before they like will make the connection, which is kind of cool actually. I think. What place do I feel like I'm in this time? Okay, so this was only the second time that I've ever felt this sense of being in Source. Like I've had it happen one other time during sitting in the power meditation, which is like something that mediums are supposed to do all the time, which I used to do it like before every stream, but I haven't done it in a long time. When I did it, when it happened the first time, I felt like I was in this like ocean of some sort of floaty seaweed is the only way I can explain it. That's what it felt like the first time. And this time was really weird because it felt like, okay, so I read a book called Dying to Be Me. It's by Anita Morigiani. And she had a near-death experience. Like, she had a near-death experience where she, like, died. You know, she really died. And she explains what it felt like when she died. And then the video that Linguist just shared in the Discord this week was from a lady who had a near-death experience. And she explained what it felt like when you died. And it's like this sense of, and this is what happened today. And it was really bizarre because I don't know how it's possible that I could feel this when I'm not dead. Clearly I'm not dead. I'm still here, right? It was a sense of spreading out to everything and everything. I could feel like I could feel like this expansiveness of, I don't know how to explain it, of like everything. And for a few seconds I kind of let myself sit in it, like, which that's what sitting in the power is supposed to do, connecting with source and feeling yourself in source. And like that's what was happening, but this time it happened on like a different level. Like I felt like I was expanding outward in all directions. And it's very hard to explain in anything that makes any logical sense in a human brain type of way, you know?